Alright, so let's play a game of Beat the Rain. Because that storm cloud right over my shoulder doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. We should probably speed this thing along. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lisa and this is my stained glass journey. I am so glad that you are here with me today. And today I am actually doing a little bit of something different. I did not grocery shop this weekend. I did two Dollar General hauls getting ready for a Father's Day / all the birthdays we missed party, which went really well. Although I am not going to lie, with the whole pandemic going on, I will be a little bit nervous for the next 14 days and checking in with everyone to make sure that they are okay. Today I am actually at a grocery store that's a little bit closer to my house. It is not my typical shopping place that I go to, my neighborhood Walmart. This is my little grocery store that's a couple blocks away from my house. So I am actually going to go in and get the things that I need for lunches for the week. I'm pretty set on dinners. I need stuff for lunches. I need some lunch meat. I need some bread. I definitely need like the stuff that my husband takes for lunches, like the chips and cucumbers and apples. I'm out of those, so I'm gonna have to get that. I am also going to shop for the products to make one of my family's favorite dinners. I cannot stand it, but they love it. I can eat it as long as it's like in salad form with a little bit of cheese on top. So I think what I'm going to do is a little bit something different. I think I'm actually going to take you along with me. I'm not quite sure how comfortable I feel about this, so it might be just like one long snippet after I pick up everything, just because I want to try to minimize the things that I am touching. The coronavirus cases are starting to increase in my area slightly. Of course they are, because we are not always wearing masks or socially distancing, but that's neither here nor there. I am going to get in there. I am going to purchase stuff for lunch and the stuff for dinner. I will then break down the cost of the meal for you and how exactly I make it. So let me get my lovely little mask on and let's get to this. Alright, this is a bit of a different angle, but that's okay. We can definitely work with it. I am out of the store and I actually bought all of the things that I need to make that dinner that my family likes, so I'm just going to walk you through it real quick. You don't have to get this, to be honest, but I find it much more palatable if I sprinkle some cheese on top. So I'm definitely not going to need all of this. I will definitely end up using it by the end of the week, or even by the due date, or by the use by date, which is like in October. I will definitely be using this in enough time. I also bought 2 packs of mashed potatoes, because in the traditional version you put the mixture over mashed potatoes. I don't like it over mashed potatoes. It's like a texture issue for me. It's just too much like bleh, and no crunch. So the traditional one is made with mashed potatoes. I just get these. I get them for $1. I got 2 of them so that there's enough to go around for my family. Now I actually got 2 packs of meat that were in like the pick 5 for like $19.99, so essentially like each of them is $4 a piece. And the reason that I got them, it actually had the perfect amount of fat that I was looking for. It's like the not too much, not too little, but just right. It's like 80%, 20%, which is perfect. And also the other meat that they had looked like it straight up had corona. Their meat did not look good at all, and this was the best looking meat. So I actually, without meaning to, covered meals for the rest of the week with just buying the pick 5s. So between the freezer and the pick 5, I'm good on dinners for the week. I also, the star of the show, if you will, is vegetable beef soup. Not vegetarian vegetable, not vegetable with the little pasta noodles, not the vegetable beef with barley. It must be vegetable beef. And I will be completely honest, I am not brand loyal. However, it is against all things right to use anything other than Campbell's in this recipe. I have tried using their store brand and it was sniffed out and refused. It was not eaten because it wasn't Campbell's. It has to be Campbell's. Absolutely has to be Campbell's for this to be edible by some people's standards. I totally, if I was making this for myself, I would be like as budget friendly as possible and buy the store brand vegetable beef. It's the same thing. There have been multiple people who have talked about this in any money saving, anything that you've looked at over the years. It's the same product. It's just a different label. You're paying for advertising. But Campbell's vegetable beef it is. So I will update you when I have made this with the breakdown, how to cook it, and how much it is per person for my family, including my very fancy inclusions of needing to have like some lettuce with it and some cheese. So I will break it down both ways for you, and we will see you when we get to cooking.
Alright everyone, I am home, so let's start breaking down this meal. $10.23. So to make the regular version of this, the ground beef is $10.23. Alright, so you can also do this recipe with ground chicken or ground turkey. We have $2. So right now we are at a whopping $12.23. And then the last ingredient for this recipe is actually, there it is right there, Campbell's vegetable beef soup, and it was $1.99 a can. You can actually buy the store brand, but I will tell you what, my family sniffs it out like no one's business. So veggie beef soup, let's just say it's $2 a can, so that brings us up to $4. Buy all of the things. For the regular version of this meal, it's $16.23. Now let's say, because I have 4 people in my family per person, and that is for a family of 4. First thing that you are going to do is to cook the beef. Oh, that burner never works for some reason. It struggles. I mean, don't we all sometimes? Okay, moving the pot over to this burner. And the first thing that you are going to do is put your meat into the pan. I'm going to separate this out and let this cook down, and drain the fat off first, and then I will check in with you in a minute. Alright, so now my ground meat is pretty browned up, and now comes the next step. 2 cans of this Campbell's vegetable beef soup. Again, you could use store brand. I just have very, very picky brand specific peeps in my family, so they know what they like. I'm actually going to put in 2 cans of water into, that one was like me, a little short. You just stir it around and you let it reduce down, and eventually it will kind of thicken up into a little almost sauce in a way, So all you do is you just kind of let it go. You come back to it every couple minutes and just give it a good stir. Make sure that everything is kind of well combined and that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pan. Alright, so here goes our 4 cups of water in our pot. You know what they say about a watched pot, it never boils. So I am actually going to go check on the kids real quick, make sure that everything's going well around the house. And I'm also going to be checking on this and just kind of stirring it around and making sure that, again, it's all combined and that nothing is really clumping together or sticking to the bottom of the pot. Alright, I'm going to let this guy hang out for a little while. I am going to stir this guy who is just kind of simmering away over here, and then the next time I see you, it'll be time to eat. See you soon. Alright, so it is time to plate. So we put a scoop of mashed potatoes down into the bowl, and then we add some of this beef mixture on top of the mashed potatoes. And there you have it. There is your completed meal, some mashed potatoes, some beef, some veggies. You could always make a salad with this and have it on the side or have it on top of the lettuce. I hope that you try out this recipe.